Florence Nightingale, the name that stands for modern nursing, was an English nurse, statistician, medical reformer. She gave nursing a favorable reputation. Nightingale was born on May 12, 1820 in a wealthy British family in Florence, Italy. Her father was William Edward Nightingale, and mother Mary née Evans. As a young woman, Nightingale was described as attractive, slender, and graceful. Despite the intense opposition from her family, and social restrictions in those days, she decided to become a nurse. Her name first came into limelight during the Crimean War. Crimean War was fought by an alliance of Britain, France, Turkey, and Sardinia, against Russia. It broke out in October 1853, and ended in February 1856. Nightingale served as a manager, and trainer of nurses, in this war. She served wounded soldiers at nights, and gained the nickname, the Lady with the Lamp. She reduced the death rate from 42% to 2%, by making improvements in hygiene, by implementing hand washing and other sanitary practices in the war hospital. In her entire life, she believed that God called and asked her to do good for him alone without reputation. Florence Nightingale's voice was saved, and preserved in the British Library Sound Archive. The recording, made in aid of the Light Brigade Relief Fund in 1890, and available to hear online, says, "When I am no longer even a memory, just a name, I hope my voice may perpetuate the great work of my life. God bless my dear old comrades of Balaclava and bring them safe to shore." Nightingale established the first professional nursing school at St. Thomas's Hospital in London, with her own fund of £45,000 on July 9, 1860. Now it's called the Florence Nightingale School of Nursing and Midwifery, and is part of King's College, London. She also campaigned and raised funds for the Royal Buckinghamshire Hospital in Aylesbury near her sister's home, Clayton House. Nightingale wrote Notes on Nursing in 1859, which has an inevitable place in history of nursing. The book served as the cornerstone of the curriculum at the Nightingale School and other nursing schools. Nightingale's work served as an inspiration for nurses in the American Civil War. America's first trained nurse, Linda Richards, was mentored by Nightingale in 1870. Linda Richards went on to become a nursing pioneer in the US and Japan. By 1882, several Nightingale nurses had become matrons at several leading hospitals. In 1883, Nightingale became the first recipient of the Royal Red Cross. In 1904, she was appointed a Lady of Grace of the Order of St. John. In 1907, she became the first woman to be awarded the Order of Merit. In the following year, she was given the honorary Freedom of the City of London. Nightingale was very good at mathematics, and became a pioneer in the visual presentation of information, and statistical graphics. She used methods, such as the pie chart, to illustrate seasonal sources of patient mortality, which was a novel method at that time. She called such diagrams a coxcomb. Her pie chart, now known as the polar area diagram, or Nightingale Rose diagram. In 1859, Nightingale was elected the first female member of the Royal Statistical Society. In 1874, she became an honorary member of the American Statistical Association. Her attention turned to the health of the British Army in India, and she demonstrated that bad drainage, contaminated water, overcrowding, and poor ventilation were causing the high death rate. Nightingale made a statistical study of sanitation in Indian rural life. She was instrumental for the establishment of a Royal Sanitary Commission in India. With her assistance and guidance, the Public Health Acts of 1874 and of 75 were enacted. The Nightingale Pledge is created in 1893, which nurses recite at the end of their training. The pledge is a statement of the ethics and principles of the nursing profession. From 1857 onwards, Nightingale was intermittently bedridden, and suffered from depression. Florence Nightingale died peacefully, in her sleep, on August 13, 1910, at the age of 90. Her birthday is now celebrated as International CFS Awareness Day. A memorial monument to Nightingale was created in 1913 in Florence, Italy. In 1912, the International Committee of the Red Cross instituted the Florence Nightingale Medal for outstanding service in nursing, which is awarded every 2 years. It is the highest international distinction for nursing professionals. Since 1965, International Nurses Day has been celebrated on her birthday, May 12, each year. 1973 onwards, the President of India honors dedicated nursing professionals with the National Florence Nightingale Award every year on International Nurses Day. 4 hospitals in Istanbul are named after Nightingale, belonging to the Turkish Cardiology Foundation. First one is Florence Nightingale Hospital in Sicily, the biggest private hospital in Turkey. Second is Metropolitan Florence Nightingale Hospital in Gaziantep. Third is European Florence Nightingale Hospital in Mecidiyeköy, and fourth is Kızıltoprak Florence Nightingale Hospital in Kadıköy. During the COVID-19 pandemic, a number of temporary NHS Nightingale hospitals were set up for patients needing critical care. The first was housed in the Excel, London. The first biography of Nightingale was published in England in 1855. Several museums are there on her name, such as the Florence Nightingale Museum at St. Thomas's Hospital in London, a museum at her sister's family home, Clayton House, run by the National Trust, the Malvern Museum, and Nightingale Museum in Istanbul, etc. Several theatrical plays, films, and television documentaries and shows have been made on her life, such as Lady with Lamp, Florence Nightingale, The White Angel, etc. Florence Nightingale's image appeared on the reverse of £10, issued by the Bank of England from 1975 until 1994. In 2002, Nightingale was ranked number 52 in the BBC's list of the 100 Greatest Britons, following a UK-wide vote. In 2006, the Japanese public ranked Nightingale number 17 in the top 100 historical persons in Japan. Several churches in the Anglican Communion commemorate Nightingale with a feast day on their liturgical calendars. The U.S. Navy ship, the USS Florence Nightingale, AP-70, was commissioned in 1942. The U.S. Air Force operated a fleet of Nightingale aeromedical evacuation aircraft from 1968 to 2005. In 1981, the asteroid 3122 Florence was named after her. A Dutch KLM McDonnell Douglas MD-11 was also named in her honor. Nightingale has appeared on international postage stamps, including the UK, Alderney, Australia, Belgium, Dominica, Hungary, and Germany, showing the Florence Nightingale Medal, awarded by the International Red Cross. We, the Media Alma Mater Labs, MAM Labs, pay tributes to Florence Nightingale, founder of modern nursing. Please encourage our efforts by your likes, shares, and subscribe our channel. Thank you.